Welcome everyone. I'm Gustavo. This is Football with Gustavo. Let's quickly look at the CAF Confederations second preliminary round versus between Kaizer Chiefs and Simba Kamakazi of DRC. They play each other tomorrow, the 18th of October, not Saturday. They play at 3 p.m. South African Standard Time. You know, Interesting encounter. You saw Kaizer Chiefs playing in Cabo Scope, and they failed to win away. They lost actually. Their first leg away from home against Cabo Scope, came back home, had an exceptional game. They won 1-0. Eventually went to the penalties, and Kaizer Chiefs came on top. And in that shootout, it was an interesting game between the two teams, Cabo Scope and Kaizer Chiefs. Can Kaizer Chiefs replicate the performance that they had in the second leg? Going away to Isimba. We hope so. Would love to hope so. It's always good to have a lot of South African teams, especially teams with resources, playing continental football. That's what you want. That's what you need. South Africans, the teams with resources, the biggest teams in the country. Kaizer Chiefs is arguably the team with the biggest fan base in the country. At some point, actually, it's not debate. Actually, not debate that they have the most support in the country. So it's good to have them at African stage. The CAF Confederation has gotten tougher and tougher. Look at last season's finalists, you look at last season's semi-finalists and how they did in the competition and how they were doing in their league campaigns. Most of them are currently playing CAF Champions League football. They are playing the higher competition. They are out of CAF confederations because of how they performed in their league campaigns. Some are their league champions, some they came second in their league. It's a huge statement that those teams were able to make last season. This competition is a serious competition. It's a competition that Kaizer Chiefs actually needs to take serious. And it's a competition whereby they qualified through winning the Nedbank Cup. That's what you need. Use whatever resources you have. Use whatever tools or means to get yourself to playing this competition. It's gonna be an interesting game. I'd love to see how the coaches approach this game. Coach Nabi is gone now officially. We're looking at Coach Cedric Kazen or Coach Khalil Ben Yusuf, who have taken over, and their record looks good, for Kaizer Chiefs. So let's see how they do, how they play. Can Kaizer Chiefs be able to control the ball? Can they be able to control the game? Being controlled, create chances, convert those chances, and eventually win this game. We are yet to see. But another thing that we have to take into account, we have to look at the players that have traveled with the team, look at the squad that is available. In the goalkeeping department, you're looking at Peterson and Ndwari. If I was to create my starting 11, I'm looking at Peterson to start this game. More experienced goalkeeper has been doing exceptionally well for Kaizer Chiefs, has done well, for Kaizer Chiefs throughout the season. We saw Ndwari feature in the Kali Knockout Cup, refusing to come off. Can't really fault him there. Was in the moment of the game. He just came from playing FIFA World Cup qualifiers. But I'll start to Peterson. Looking at the centre back positions or defenders, we're looking at Kwinika Miguel, Aiden McCarthy, Bradley Cross, Solomons, no Frosler. Those are the available players for a selection in Kaizer Chiefs in the defensive areas. I think Cross will start at left back. Is the only left back available. Traditional left back that's available. Looking at the pairing of Zita Kwinika, no Miguel. I think Aiden McCarthy can sit this one out, even though the boy has been consistent for Kaizer Chiefs, but has had a slow start after his injury. At right back, I'd have to play Frostler. I think Frostler is better than Solomons. Frostler on his good day, I think it gives you a whole another dimension. It gives Kaizer Chiefs a different type of play. As a player who starts at right back. In my midfield, they've went for experience. A lot of experienced players. Looking at Abondlovu, looking at Mabu, Abocele, Abomteto, Sirinos. Those are the experienced players that you have in the middle of the park. Then you have the youngsters, now Shayala Vilagazi and Ngobo in between. And some of those players have been consistent for Kaizer Chiefs this season. But Umthetwa, I'm starting Umthetwa. Umthetwa has been playing well for Kaizer Chiefs, has been destabilizing a lot of play, has been that destructive player, the central defensive midfielder that you need in the team, and he has been there for Kaizer Chiefs, winning himself a Man of the Match awards. And it's not a player that has been given credit, to say, okay, you've been doing well. We understand the type of position that you are playing, the type of role that you play for Kaizer Chiefs, rather than to be criticized for things, that it doesn't do, be good on the ball, all those things, Kaizer Chiefs bought him for a reason. If the coaches are using him, they're using him exactly for those reasons, to destabilize play, win duels, intercept the ball, recover the ball for Kaizer Chiefs. Those are the type of things that you want from Umthetwa, and he has been doing that exceptionally well. Mabu is there, which is interesting. They've gone for experience. They would need experience in Mabu in the CAF Champions League. We've seen him for it, Mamelodi Sundowns. We've seen him performing well for Mamelodi Sundowns. I think they'll be looking to use that, utilize Mabu in that department. Do I see him starting? I don't see him starting. I see him coming on as a substitute. Hence, I would go for Undlovu in the middle of the park for Kaizer Chiefs. I would have loved to have Ucele. But Ucele had a slow start to his campaign with Kaizer Chiefs this season. But I'll put on Ndlovu there and play Mshini also in the middle of the park. That my midfield three, Mshini has been exceptional. Of course, Plingo has been playing well for Kaizer Chiefs. Up front, Lepo has been one of their key men. Up front for Kaizer Chiefs, bringing in goals, bringing in aggressiveness, bringing in the pace, bringing in directness. I'll start with Lepo at right wing. Forward, I see the Cruz is available, but I'll start to Khanyisa Mayo has been playing well, despite the whole goal situation, which it denied to Pulemori, but I'll start Khanyisa Mayo at up front, and on the left I'll start Umdu. I think Umdu plays well coming off from that left hand side. That left wing, basically. I think he performs well. He's a creative player, he's direct, he wants to get into the box, he wants to take on players, he's a player that can win you penalties. That's how my starting 11 would go. How do I predict this game going? I see a 1-1 draw, man. I see a 1-1 draw. I think Simba will be determined to make sure Kaizer Chiefs doesn't win this game. Hence why I'm saying a 1-1 draw. But I think Kaizer Chiefs will get a goal in there. Eventually they will win here at home and advance to the group stages of the CAF Confederations Cup. But that's where I end the video, Bafethu. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on another one.